I want to say thank you again to Systemic Capital and to Trent and everybody from Harvest for putting all of this together. Thank you to all of you for being here as well, for being part of the good hockey stick that is going to defeat the evil hockey stick of climate change. And if you haven't had a chance yet, check out the Giga Crossing, our sponsor village. Back that way, you can find out whether you're one of the 1 in 3 humans who burps methane. And you can also get yourself an apocalypse bunker in case you need one of those things, because, you know, as they put it on the signage over there, why should the 1% be the only people to enjoy the apocalypse? And I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's spoken today, and to introduce tonight's live comedy performance. First up, Rasheda Crockett, star of Bigger on BET and of the Gen 180 Climate Comedy Cohort. Thank you.
You're so kind to me. Thank you, Zoe. Oh, how y'all doing? See, that wine and Impossible Me got y'all turned up. Wait, but you know what? I feel like there's a good mind worm I want to share with you guys. Can we talk about climate change for a little bit? Because I feel like people not talking about it, and I think that's weird. Because if it just got a little hot in this room right now, like you, Benja, if you just had to like peel out your turtleneck a little bit because it got a little too hot in here, you would probably stand up and be like, turn on the freaking AC! Freezing in here, because temperature matters. The climate matters, guys. Climate change is real. I don't know if people are telling y'all something different, but much like the female orgasm, it's not a myth. It's happening right now. Not the female orgasm, but climate change. So we had that wine, we had that Impossible Meat, the good mind worm I wanted to share with y'all. Did y'all know, and I want you to tell everybody at your dinner parties, did you know that even if we ended all carbon emissions right now, like everybody just went out and bought an EV, even if we ended all carbon emissions today, we would still fall short of our climate change goal if everyone doesn't change to a predominantly plant-based diet? So you know what that means, right? The vegans were right this whole time. And I hate the vegans because they so self-righteous. Oh, I have a homegirl. Her name is Big Sequoia. Well, her name ain't Big Sequoia. We just call her that because her name is Sequoia and she big. But my homegirl, Big Sequoia, she is a vegan, and she has been trying to convert me to veganism for years. And I told my homegirl, Big Sequoia, to her face that her vegan righteousness was but filthy rags. Y'all, I went biblical. And I was dead wrong. And am I going to apologize to Big Sequoia? No. You know why? Because I'm bratty, because I know my daddy. But we'll get to that later. I do want to go maybe 70% plant-based, right? Morally, it's right. It's good for the environment, but I ain't trying to go 100% plant-based because that cheese don't melt. Y'all know I'm right. Find me a vegan cheese that melts. I don't understand how you can be burnt, shredded cheese, but not melted. That's witchcraft. So yeah, speaking of, I'm working on things in my life. Can I ask y'all a question? Do any of y'all pray? Clap if you pray. Okay, y'all acted like I asked clap if you like condoms. Okay. You ever pray about something and then it happens and then you're like freaked out that your prayer worked? Being shocked that your prayer worked is like taking a laxative and being shocked that it worked. And now shit start coming and you acting like you're not prepared. Like, why you even mess with it if you ain't think it had power? So I've been praying lately about my personality mostly. I mean, I just told y'all I'm bratty because I know my daddy. I said it because it's true. I'll tell y'all a story. When I was in the 5th grade, I was selling candy like you do when you're 10. And my band teacher, Mr. Campanella, I tried to sell him some candy. Mr. Campanella ain't want to buy no candy from me, so I told him he sucked. So I'm in class, and I get a call from the principal's office, and my teacher's like, the principal wants you downstairs. So I get downstairs, and it's Mr. Campanella and my principal, and they just staring at me. And then my principal hands me the phone. He's like, somebody wants to talk to you. Like it was the freaking president. They handed me the phone. I get on the phone. It's my dad. And my dad is like, Sheeta, your band teacher told me that you said he sucked? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, they called me out of a meeting for this. these punk-ass teachers calling me out of meetings. He can't handle a 10-year-old girl. So it was at that moment I realized, oh, y'all motherfuckers can't touch me. Because all y'all gonna do is call my dad and tell on me. He gonna call you a bitch ass. And I'm gonna walk away from this situation unscathed with a story to tell. And so I ended up a climate change comedian who's bratty, because she know her daddy. Oh, y'all are sweet. So I stopped dating for a while because it had me feeling like fertilizer, the shit that was helping other people grow. So I wanted to do something for myself to make me feel better, so I started composting. Anybody in here compost? Clap if you compost. I love that, I love that. I'm feeling this composting thing because it's kind of encouraging me to eat cleaner too, because it's like you take, for those of you who don't know, you take your your food-based scraps, and then you kind of throw them in a bucket, and then they decompose and they turn into dirt, AKA earth, AKA the last person who made earth did that 4.5 billion years ago. I'm making earth in my kitchen. So I'm a hot commodity in these dating streets, so I get back in the game, right? Now on my dating profile say, he must have a job, he must compost, and he must go to the dentist. I had a couple almost. So the first guy I went out with, he had a job, he went to the dentist, but he didn't compost, and that combination to me said, mister, you only care about yourself. And yes, he took his grandmother to Bible study every Wednesday, but I just couldn't trust him. I just couldn't trust him. The next guy, he went to the dentist and he composted, but he didn't have a job. I'm a comedian for climate change. I can't afford to take care of both of us. That's just irresponsible. Our future was looking darker than Daniel Kaluuya. And then this last guy I went out with, he had a job, he composted, but he didn't go to the dentist. You ever have somebody try to convince you that it's your breath smelling like that, but it's them? He was in my face like, yeah, I compost. It's like, I'm happy you composting, but in your mouth? So my building started this new green initiative where they take all the communal compost bins and put them together, and then all the douchey frat boys on my floor, they're throwing their used condoms in the communal compost bin. And I'm like, dude, that's not what they meant when they said use this to dispose of your seeds. Different banana peels, different banana peels. And I mean, not for nothing, composting is kind of confusing. I spent weeks trying to figure out what to do with my chicken bones. Like, I look like a voodoo witch doctor in my kitchen trying to figure out what to do with my chicken bones. But yeah. Guys, thank you for listening. I wrote a song for you. Yeah, you're special. You're special. It's called Go Green. I have to take my glasses off because it's a rap song. So I need you to see the emphasis in my eyeballs. Hey, yo, DJ, you ready? Go green. It's better. Hey, you, go green. Why? Because it's better. Lower y'all carbon emissions, eat vegan, go green. Why? Because it's better. That's climate change. You might not need sweaters. I'm finding the fly, clean energy guy. Don't hate on your bar because I'm smooth like faux leather. Show you what gold and green do. No traffic lane. I'm walking to cut my commute. Solar panel game. My heating pumps heat my house evenly. Got community gardens where I plant and smoke on my greenery. EVs are cooler, the ride is much smoother. I feel like the Jetsons right into the future. Or I could call Uber. Thank y'all so much. My name is Rasheda Crockett. Support the climate initiative. Thank you so much for Impulse and Harvest for sponsoring this event. Take care, y'all.
Hey guys, so before we start our next panel, we're going to show you a clip from the Yellowdot series Cobell Energy.
Your company is responsible for the largest oil spill in history.
Oh, see, why do people even care? We're just killing birds and fishes. I care about the planet. You work for an oil company. You gotta bribe a congressman. We create a utopia built on oil.
If we let those people win, there will be nuclear Armageddon.
Chris, they're going to come after everything we own.
I got pegged in the ass by that freaky lady from the Department of Interiors.
So that's how we got that tax break last year.
Bingo.
All right. Round of applause. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am Megan Sass, and you may remember me from such previous panels as a founder or employee. So we're all about bridging divides here at San Francisco Climate Week and the Gigaton Salon. The divide between old and young, rich and poor, renewable and non-renewable. So in that vein, we got that mic. So in that vein, we are going to invite up two rather controversial figures that are the heads of an oil company. And I'm now stalling because I do believe that we've programmed in a moment where someone's supposed to come hand me a piece of paper with a intro for me to read. Thank you. Yes. Okay, you're... Great. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, in that sense of the unconventional and bridging divides, I have been asked to read a short introduction for the folks that are about to join us. Okay. BP, Exxon, Shell could not be here tonight. Why? They were scared. Scared to do what no oil company has done before, tell you the truth. Now, please welcome to the stage two men who have oil in their blood and their blood in our oil. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Have a seat. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, I mean, figured I'd turn up the heat coming in on account of all the snowflakes in the audience.
He's just kidding.
Thank
you for having us. This is very nice.
You're welcome. Turning up the heat, turning down the heat is actually why we're doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
Oddly enough. But okay. Before we get into what you're here for, I'd love to give the audience a little bit of context. So Cobell is a 125-year-old oil company. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. We've had a wonderful 125 trips around the sun. My great-great-great-grandfather started the company that long ago, so it's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Okay. And Mr. Dennis, how did you get involved?
I don't come from an oil background, but Chris and I went to college together. So
Yeah, we were drinking buddies.
Okay.
I'm
God,
senior vice president now.
We get so fucked up.
All right.
We have a good time.
Tale as old as time. Chris, can you tell us a little bit about the history of Cobell Energy?
Yes, I can. And I'd also like to tell you a story of the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
Well, about 125 odd some years ago, my great-great-great-great-grandfather came over from Ireland, and he was a piss-poor son of a bitch. And what he did in America when he got here was he sold newspapers and traded shoelaces.
A lot of shoelaces.
A lot of shoelaces, and he eventually sold and traded enough newspaper and shoelaces that he was able to buy himself a little plot of land out in Titusville, Pennsylvania.
I didn't realize you could make any money trading shoelaces.
Back in the day,
back in the day,
a long time
he
ago.
was an Irishman, and they did not have a lot of opportunities back then. If you
Okay.
didn't know,
It's a story, Meg.
It's a story as old time. Anyways, he got it. He got this plot of land out in Titusville, Pennsylvania, and he was a shepherd, so he had a flock of sheep, right? And then one magical day, his crook sank into the earth, and he found oil. And then promptly after, he slaughtered the sheep, raised the land, and started digging, and that's the story. So.
All right. Yes, indeed, the American dream.
Yeah.
So coming to a climate conference to pitch your new product, that's a real departure
Yeah.
for you as an oil executive.
Yeah, definitely. It's you kind of get hurt when everyone's, ragging on you for, quid pro quo, destroying the environment and all
Right,
that
yeah.
stuff. Quid pro quo ruining everything.
I have a quid pro quo
Yeah.
really quickly, which is what do you think quid pro quo means?
Oh, it's
It's a,
You're referencing
a
turn of
nomenclature of a.
It's a nomenclature.
Yeah. Common nomenclature.
Okay, proceed.
Megan,
Yeah.
we don't deny our rich history. I mean, as you can tell by the story, our rich history in oil, natural gas,
Yeah,
and,
and sometimes coal.
and sometimes coal. Yes. I mean, but going into this next quarter, we're really looking to diversify and
Okay.
diversify our portfolio into renewable and sustainable resources.
Seriously.
Okay, so what does that look like?
So this next quarter, we're very proud to announce we're opening up our third carbon capture facility in Houston, and also moving away from coal more into a clean fracking sort of venture.
Yeah. Like Mom always used to say, a good clean fracking.
It always
Makes
helps
it
get
all
a
go
good
away.
clean fracking. Yeah.
Okay, so fracking and energy capture, that's not actually green. Those are not
Sure.
actually renewable.
Sure, but it shows that we care, and that's what counts most.
Food for thought.
Okay, I
Think
think
about that for a second.
I think it shows that you're trying to distract from a tremendous problem that you helped create.
Oh, if you're talking
How
about
does
the
it-
China problem,
Right.
I agree.
No,
No, the
I'm
Chinese.
definitely no.
Oh,
you aren't?
I'm not.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
That is an
that's
entirely
what's on our radar.
We're glad we're
That's
all
an
on the
en-
same page.
entirely
Jeez.
different panel. Okay, so no, the problem that I'm referring to is oil companies like you.
Okay, can I hold time out real quick? This is getting very negative, Megan. Did you get the
Did you not get the questions I sent you?
the pre-screen questions?
They
We
were
sent
a lot more fun
We
than
sent a
this.
DM with a bunch of
Yeah, no, I got
personality quiz
them.
type
I got
stuff,
them,
no?
but
Kind
I'm
of like what house of Harry Potter would you be
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Yes,
if you
yes.
were being one?
I
Gryffindor?
did.
Sorry.
Slytherin.
No, I'm
Totally.
just being honest because I'm a comedian pretending to be a journalist. So yes, I have to ask the tough questions.
All right,
All right,
she's just being honest.
Can I be frank for a second?
And he's Bryce.
Please, yes.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
We don't see ourselves as the bad guys here. We don't see ourselves as
I'm
the problem at
shocked.
all.
Yeah,
that
I
you
mean,
don't see
seriously,
yourselves that
we
way.
supply more jobs than any hoo-ha in this backward city.
No offense. No offense.
No offense to the
No
city of
offense.
San Clemente.
Thank you for having us, by the way.
Okay, so just last year, your company was at fault for the largest oil spill in history. Now,
Okay, yeah.
is that,
Yeah.
do you see that as a problem?
Yes, I see that as a problem, but they also found lead in hydro flasks. I don't understand what the problem is.
Look, we get that. That was a big problem for us, mostly. I
Definitely.
mean,
Okay.
we had to put out $2 billion to, clean the whole damn thing up, in and out of court for a very long time.
Yeah,
I mean, we're
and
the
not-
last guys that want to see that happen again.
Seriously, and not to mention the frickin' duck thing.
Yeah.
What is the duck thing?
We have our PR department set us down. They set up a brand activation with Dawn Soap. And so we went down to the Gulf and, we did some photo ops of us cleaning oil off of ducks and stuff.
Yeah.
And it got hairy.
And it was funny because
Feathery, actually.
Yeah,
if it
they-
was
they-
ducks.
That's good.
and
Sorry,
they sent the ducks unoiled to us. They sent us a fresh pair of ducks, and we had to oil them ourselves to clean it off.
Yeah,
and-
the ducks had died. They had to bring
well,
in
the
fresh
original ducks
with-
died because of they left the
re-oil
oil on them
them.
for the shoot, and then
Okay.
there's some scheduling.
It's
stuff.
Hollywood stuff.
But anyways, one of them was ornery on set, and it bit me, and I got duck eye for 3 days. All right,
Duck eye.
duck eye.
What is, I'm afraid to ask, but what is duck eye?
It's an incredibly common disease. But listen, what I'm gathering here is
Okay.
that you don't trust us.
There's a lack of trust here.
And I get it. We must look like what? What?
wolves in wolves clothing. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right?
wolves in wolves clothing who kill a lot of ducks.
Well, yeah.
Sure, but okay. Look. We knew full well coming in here today that we'd be walking into frankly, a witch hunt. And we respect that. We respect that.
Wait, okay,
We
wait.
respect that.
I just want to cut you off because of which you've been emailing me for months. I have received hundreds of dollars in miniature muffins.
Yes,
well,
that,
yes,
Begging.
that my ex-wife
That-
made.
his lovely ex-wife made those muffins out of some love.
Out of some love.
Yeah.
There's some love in it. So, I mean, I brought you
Oh.
homemade muffins. I'm sure everyone in the office must have enjoyed them. Listen, you just don't trust us. And all we're trying to say is we're pretty good guys.
We're good guys.
And we like having fun.
We
and
get a
want
bad
to change
rap.
the future for the better.
Okay. You know what? If you're good guys, let's let you prove it, right? Why
Sure.
don't you?
Right,
Yeah,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
why
all
don't
right,
you
got
show
it.
us what you're here for?
Sure.
I'll show you what we're here for.
It's right here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Listen up. Eyes up. Eyes up here.
Eyes up. I look at all of you. Do I need to clap? Clap once if you can hear me. Okay. We have been plagued too long by our competitors. Cobell Energy has been fighting the likes of Exxon,
BP,
Mobil for too long. And you know why? Because we all ganged up on the same type of hustle. But guess what? Cobell Energy just changed that and changed the world. And how, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Organic oil. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Right here.
That's it. Right there.
It's organic?
It's organic. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, and fair trade.
Okay.
Organic.
Completely.
You're in the right city for those buzzwords.
Yeah.
But what is it that makes your oil organic?
Well, let's see. The fact that it comes from the very ground you're judging me from.
Zing. Okay. So that
Comes
doesn't.
from the earth.
Comes Mother Earth.
Mother Earth.
So does arsenic. Yes. So
You could say that.
It doesn't actually sound like this is organic at all. What actually makes it organic other than it simply existing?
Well, we've trademarked the name, so legally speaking,
Okay,
it's organic.
Okay.
So we're the only organic oil there.
I see.
Legally.
Okay. So it's a branding situation.
Well,
okay.
no, I'd argue it's more
Scientifically, arguably.
I'd argue it's more of a shift.
Okay. Regardless, it's still a fossil fuel.
Well, what are fossil fuels? I mean, come on. No.
It's no different than
I mean, it's no different than water.
maybe a salad dressing.
Or salad dressing?
Yeah.
If I would put that in salad willingly.
Right. It's no different than maybe a cool breath of fresh air.
Or a glass of water.
Yeah.
What he's holding basically right there is
Yeah.
a glass of water.
Okay.
As far as I'm
Clean,
concerned.
clean as water.
Okay.
That's clean as water.
You believe in the scientific method, do you?
The 5 methods, yeah. Of
No,
course.
no.
bit-
I think we went to very different seminars. No,
Sorry.
the scientific method where you're able to test something and thus test a hypothesis. So if our hypothesis is that this is no different than water,
Yeah.
then you should be able to drink it. No?
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be possible based on your hypothesis. of it.
Potentially.
Yeah, we give it a sip.
Potentially
right?
under controlled, in a more controlled environment.
I mean, who wants
Okay.
to see this gentleman drink oil? There we go.
Oh, you
That's what I thought. Come on,
bravely
man. He's
volunteered
drinking.
your colleague. Yes.
Well, no,
okay.
I didn't
I don't know if
bravely,
this
but
is the
I
right state, this
trustingly-
is the right
I
situation.
trustingly involved him in that which I knew would succeed.
All right, Bryce, you up for it?
I don't know.
Okay, all right,
here-
Frank.
okay.
Drink it.
Come on,
Drink it.
Come on,
Drink
Bryce,
it.
take a sip, man.
Drink it.
Okay, all right. I
Let's
guess
go.
It's
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. God, it just looks refreshing. Looks very clean. Looks heavy. Wow. How's it taste? That's good. Look at he's enjoying it violently.
very, very similar to water. Very
Exactly.
similar to water.
Similar?
Exactly.
Similar
Yeah.
or
Well,
okay.
well, you know, neither here nor there. You know, if I could take a
Oh my God!
if I could take a moment-
Actually,
it's
before
fine.
you, no, is he going to be okay though?
Yeah, no, he's fine. If I could just take a moment to open up the floor in the spirit of
Oh, okay, just
transparency.
you take
if
over then.
anybody had any questions regarding, Cobell Energy, our practices, or any of that, now would be the time to ask that question. Okay, I see one right there.
It's been reported that you carried on an affair with a member of the Department of Interior in order to secure favorable tax breaks. Do you have any comments on that?
Do we all hear that? We all heard that? Okay, got it. Listen, did I fall in love on the hill? Guilty as charged. However, did that said love, give me certain leeways or handicaps in my business? No, it didn't. But what it did teach me is that love is just important. And when you find a partner and they love you and they trust you, They just make you feel good. And what I could recommend to anybody in the room, if love comes at you with that door wide open, you just got to jump fully through, you know? Yeah.
I don't know what the procedure is exactly here, but it really looks like your friend is not okay.
No, he's drinking water. That's how he always drinks water. Any other questions? You, sir. Got to speak up, son.
Your company has been somewhat innovative in how you've been marketing oil. I'm curious what's next for marketing.
The man with the Cobell Energy vest has pointed out your innovativeness.
The lights are bright here. Listen, I'm gonna call a dog. We've always been the top predator, you know, in terms of getting ahead of the marketing on all of it.
Do you think the dogs are the top predators?
Well, yeah, I'm from Connecticut, so.
You clearly said you were from Texas.
Well, yeah, that's what I said, Connecticut, Texas. But anyway, I'll call a dog. We are the top predator in terms of marketing and getting ahead of it. And, you know, we're the bottom dog in making money, I'll tell you that much. You know, JoJo Siwa, we did that. The Just Stop Oil protesters, we did that. Kind of made people annoyed.
Hi, I'm really sorry. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, does anybody have a yellow H2 Hummer?
Oh, yeah. Is it taxi cab yellow?
Yes, it's a sort of vibrant, urgent yellow. It's parked across 4 handicap spaces, and it's being towed.
Right now?
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay, guys, got to cut this a little early. Just know we got an open bar courtesy of Cobell, the guy you hate. So just enjoy it, and we are going to get on our way. Come on.
All right, good. Okay. Good luck. A round of applause, I think, for Cobell. All right, renewable oil. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And now, do you want me to invite everybody to the open bar? Well, there are some drinks. They don't contain any of this. So please stay, have a good time, and thank you for attending the very first Gigaton Salon here
Thank you.
at San Francisco Climate Week.
We'll see you in the bar. Come join us.